When death comes to your family and you're left in charge of putting together a celebration of life program, you want that program to be memorable, beautiful, and to project the marvelous life that your loved one lived. Well, for your funeral program, you don't have to search or look around. You just need to call the Obituary Queen D. Ferris of Ferris Media and Marketing and Alpha Omega Monuments. D takes pride in special design and production of your loved one's memorable program. After the funeral and your loved one is buried and you want that burial spot to be memorialized forever, call D for your monument. D. Ferris and Ferris Media and Marketing Management can take care of all of your print needs, both church and professional. And anything that you need, D can get it done. You're looking for a graphic expert? Call D at 901-440-6643. That's 901-440-6643, or go by 2960 Chelsea at Wofford.
Help! My money is dying. I need a medic stat. The Money Medics are here to help you save your hard-earned money using the new type of life insurance that you can use and enrich yourself and your family before you die. It gives you cash to cover expenses even if you can't work due to a major sickness or you are hurt in a car accident. Listen to what they have to say.
We offer the new type of life insurance that you can use while you're still living. In the event that you have a heart attack, stroke, cancer, end-stage renal disease, get shot, get stabbed, third-degree burns, lose a limb, break a leg, and have to be off work more than 90 days, or in a bad car wreck, anything where you have to be off work for more than 3 months, it will pay while you're still living, and it also comes with that death benefit so your family is able to bury you.
Call 662-483-0494. 662-483-0494. Grab your pen and write this number down right now. 662-483-0494, and tell them that the Teddy Bear told you to call them. Call them right now. 662-483-0494. It's cool outside, but you can be warm in a Cussing Pastor hoodie that comes in a variety of colors. It's only $45 plus $5 for shipping and handling. For $10 extra, you can have your name put on the back. Go to the Cash App right now. $ Naked Truth Ministries, and pay right now. And in the memo, put your address and your size.
Hi, I am Tommy Shaw with Shaw House Buyers. I want to buy your Memphis area house in as-is condition today. I buy houses, duplexes, apartments, commercial buildings, and land. I pay cash and pay all of your closing costs. Call Tommy Shaw now at 901-380-1000 or visit me online at shawhousebuyers.com. The best time to do something that you know you have to do is right now.
Many of you were enjoying my mid-morning, midday Thaddeus Matthews show on Facebook. Well, hell, by now you know I'm in Facebook. Well, I'm going to move the show to my YouTube page starting Monday, January 1. Join me from 10:30 until 11:30 daily Monday through Friday on my YouTube page. It's going to be off the damn chain. And don't forget about the Thaddeus Matthews Show daily also from 7 until 9 Central Standard Time. That's Thaddeus Matthews 2 times a day. Don't miss it.
And we are back, it seems. Good evening again. Man, I am going to call Comcast or Xfinity, whatever they call themselves now. And see if I can get an upper grade. But I don't like this. And this is a Wi-Fi problem. Right at $800 Thursday. So I'm going to give them a call. Can you do about that? He's the mayor. Is there, make sure you get a bigger modem and dig a satellite router. I don't know what that shit is. A gigabyte modem and gigabyte satellite router, and you should be good. D. Brown, you go. Okay, you gone. Can you all hear me well? That's the important part. Can you hear me well right now? I see even the number has only 1. And we can see it's more than 1. Happy New Year to you also, Natasia Brooks, all the way from Brooklyn, New York. Samuel Jackson. Is my audio good? I ain't finna worry about y'all seeing me. Y'all know who it is. But I am going to make a call. Samuel Jackson, you can't hear. Cut the motherfucker up. Can everybody else hear me? Son. Okay. You gone too. Okay. I am having some Wi-Fi issues, and I'm going to get on it first thing in the morning. I don't think they'll still be open at Foots. Okay, so you can hear me loud and clear. You know, I do radio, so shit. Just talking in the mic is fine. Let me do something. My concern is what is going on in Senatoria, Mississippi. And let's see if it'll play.
Goddamn hand off your gun. So you know how we operate. Now all you gotta do is talk to us. Get your hand off your motherfucking gun.
And then this man said he got his hands on his gun.
No, I don't like this shit. Calm down, dog.
Everybody that comes over here runs in the house. Ain't
nobody. You cool. What the hell you doing that for?
Damn child.
Wait, wait, no.
What you got going on? I'm gonna get him.
He's a child. Hey, he's a child. He's a child.
Trying to help you out.
Put your gun down. Calm the fuck down. Put your gun down. He's a goddamn child. Them goddamn guns down, man.
Come out of the house.
Now,
Hey man, you ain't supposed to go in now, man. Hold up, man.
Hey, come up out of the house, bro. He got come out of the house. Hey, man.
Hey man,
Back up.
hey. Hey man, what y'all got going on, man? What y'all doing? What y'all got? That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up.
I don't know how well you were able to see that video. But damn. Yo, I mean, that's rough to me now. That the white guy is the chief of police of Senatoria, Mississippi. Let me tell you this.
Hello?
Mr. Lesure,
Yes, sir.
how you doing, bro? I've had some technical difficulties. That's the reason I'm a little late in calling you.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. When did all of this happen?
The incident took place December the 7th, 2023.
Okay.
Uh,
What made the police show up at your house?
it was on two streets over. It had been a young adult had shot a man in the leg with a pellet gun, a BB gun.
Mm-hmm.
He shot the man in the leg with a BB gun, so the police was around in the community looking for the young man that had shot the man in the leg with a BB.
So how did they end up at your house?
It was around 3:40, between 3:45 and 4 o'clock. The children was getting out of school, and my girlfriend's son, he was walking home from school, him and his friend, and the police was up the street looking for the guy who had did the shooting. The guy who had did the shooting, they knew who it was because the lady who called on him told them who it was, and so they knew who they were looking for. So my girlfriend's son, he was coming home, and he walked past the police. They were still up the street. So by the time he get here almost to the house, they decide to say, hey, to him, and tell him to come here, and he ran in the house.
In your house?
Because he's a juvenile. He's afraid of the police, and so he didn't really run in the house. He walked in the house in a hurry and alerted me and the other adults that the police had called him, and he came in to get us.
All right. Now let me ask you this, Mark. How old is he?
16 years old.
Okay. So this 16-year-old didn't know not to shoot the guy with the BB gun?
The 16-year-old wasn't the guy who shot the man with the BB gun. The boy that they come in to look for had nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
He had absolutely nothing to do with the situation that they was looking for. He was just getting out of school, and they just they decided to. They said that he ran from them because they said, hey, but he doesn't. He had already passed the police. He hadn't done anything. He's innocent. He ain't the one they looking for. So it ain't no need for them to even be talking to him, you know. So when the police said, hey, of course we teach our children to not say anything to the police, get an adult, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. But the child that came to my house had nothing to do with anything. He was not a part of the crime. He was not even around or nothing. He was coming from school, and the man who had got shot in the leg with a BB gun got shot by another grown man. Another young adult. So this child had nothing to do with it, and he came. So when the police saw him, they told him to come here, and then he didn't come. So here they come, executing lethal force. When they want to show they might.
Now, when you look at the video, it seems to be 8, 9, 10 police at your house.
Yes, sir.
So you mean to tell me in Senatobia, you get 8 or 9 police officers at your house for a BB gun shooting?
Absolutely. I got the police report from them that they wrote up, and the police report said that the man was shot with a air. Let me see. He was the individual matched the potential of the male that was shot with a air rifle. So that's a pellet gun or a BB gun.
Okay. Now, the guy that run into your house, the young man, the 16-year-old,
Yes, sir.
was he any kin to you at all?
He's my girlfriend's son. He's like my stepson.
Okay. So you used to having him at the house?
He comes here every day.
Okay. And you're sure because of what? That he had nothing to do with the shooting of the individual with the with the pellet gun?
I'm sure because this is a tight-knit community, and the place where the man got shot at is 2 streets over, and the person that the house where the man got shot at, I know those people, and the lady seen me at the store after all of this, after I had got out of jail, and her name is Mary. She seen me at the store, and she told me that she was the one who called the police about the shooting of the man because it happened at her brother's house, and she was the one who called, and she specifically told them who it was who done it, and the person who did it has been in and out of jail. So his picture, they know exactly who he is. They know who they was looking for.
All right. So what made the police in Senatoria come to your house first?
Well, the police come to my house. They've been trying to get in my house because we are activists in the community, and we speak up against all the wickedness that the police do when they come to our community. The police of Senatobia, they terrorize the black community because they are overfunded, and they got a lot of money being pumped into the police department. They're getting militarized, and they need somewhere to practice when they come out. So when they come to the black community for a small infraction or anything that happens, they basically come full force. They want to show their might, and so when they do that, me and my brothers, we always stand up and we don't allow them to do crazy stuff. You know, like what they did for this situation. They came to my house with lethal force for a non-lethal crime. The crime being shot with an air rifle, which they reported in this senatorial police report that I have, that is a misdemeanor crime. Being shot in the leg with a pellet gun or a BB gun is a misdemeanor crime. They came to my house with their guns drawn. That's the reason when I opened the door, I was like that, because they had their weapons at the ready, and they all white boys that looked like they were scared. So, and then also we didn't have I didn't have a relationship with the police, because, like I said, whenever they have come over to this community, they come with full-fledged police force, and for small things. So, me and my brother Patrick Lumumba have diffused situations over here, and we have complied with the police officer to get situations resolved in this community without them having to disturb our community like that, because it's nothing but elderly people in this neighborhood. This is a tight knit, family orientated neighborhood that they are trying to paint the narrative that it is a high crime area, when it's not. There's no crime like that being done over here. All of us are family members. People been over here for 60, 30, 70 years. I mean, just family. So, no, you can leave your doors unlocked over here to your car, your house. Ain't nobody's gonna go in your stuff box. So, that narrative they trying to paint is a lie. So we've helped them and met them halfway when they come in our community with all this disruption, because we got elders in our community and they don't care. They surround our houses with dogs. They was chasing one of our brothers with for a warrant for missing court, because the police officer wouldn't let him in court after 10:30, and they was around his whole house with dogs. They had locked two other guys up that had nothing to do with it. They put them in handcuffs, talking about aiding and abetting the fugitive in our neighborhood, looking for this guy. And so they was trying. So we established a relationship, because me and Brother Lumumba took the guy. We told him, if y'all would just turn your lights off, because you're disturbing the community and you got all the elders out. If you would turn your lights off and leave, we would, when he come out, allow us to bring him in. You just need him to come in, right, for a warrant. Allow us to bring him in. And we brought him in. So that's a relationship with the police. So when these guys come over to my house, that's the reason I told them guys, hey, you know me, you know all you got to do is talk to me. And then this guy next, he tell me, he said, hey Mark, he called my name. So why did you knock on my door and say, hey, Mr. Lesure, the young man that came in your house, I need to speak to him. And could have got the same result without all that mess going on. But no, you want to surround my house with these guns and with lethal intentions and ill intent.
Well,
And
when I look at that particular video, I thought y'all had a mass murderer in there. It was a drug raid or something of that nature going on. I see police everywhere, and police have their weapons out. Let's go to who was, I heard them say that they were looking for someone with, was it a green shirt and white pants or something of that nature. Uh, the young man that's your girlfriend's uh, son was not dressed that way, right?
he had a teal sweater on, like light light green. It was a pullover uh, that he had on, and when they called him, they said, hey, and so like your name ain't Hey, so you know, um, and but that is the person that they is claiming that ran in the house and then and claiming that he bit. They said that he bent over on the side of the house like he was stashing something on the side of the house, and then ran in the house. So where is the thing that he stashed on the side of my house at, and all of that?
So are they saying that he hid the gun on the side of your house?
It didn't say a gun. See, they said they was up the street, and when they called his name in my house, you could see it. It's on the side of the house. Ain't nothing, you can't hide nothing. So they said he put something there, and that made them come down there and to question him. But what they ain't even said nothing about. They found nothing that he put down or anything.
I want you
They weren't even on. They was all on the side of the house. So where's the stuff surrounding the house? So where's the what did he pick up? I mean, what did he put down?
I want you to send me email me that police report tonight.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go to the factor of the chief going to your door. He's seen going to your door, and I see a young lady coming out and somebody else. He walks into your house and heads for the rear of your house. You come back to the door and said, hey, man, you can't do that. Why you up in my house? And at that particular point, Richard Chandler grabs you by your neck. When he grabbed you by your neck, what did he say to you?
Mr. Matthews, all I remember is at that moment when he grabbed me by my throat. He put his hand around my throat and thinking, don't fight back. Don't to myself, no, I didn't want to tussle with him. I didn't want to fight with him because I was afraid that he was gonna shoot me, he was gonna kill me. Because this man then attacked me. So by the grace of the Most High, he guided me through that and guided me through to not try to fight this man, but just to defend myself. He was trying to handle me and slam me, put me in a headlock and slam me. He wouldn't let me go. I'm asking him to let me go, man, and he wouldn't let me go. And then the other police goon came in and then tased me in my leg. I went down, and then he had me in the full headlock. He still got pressure. Now he got full pressure on my neck. I've been putting my hands up and telling the man, please get off me. That's what I remember saying, please get off me. He's steady leaning on my neck like he trying to break my neck. And then I heard that loud pop. And he's still on my neck. Then I felt the pressure come off of my neck. And then I got hit with the stun gun in my leg. So I didn't know till I seen the video that he had got hit with that the taser had also hit him. That's the reason that he came off of my neck. But if it weren't for that, the man was trying to George Floyd me. He was trying to literally break my neck. I know this because he wouldn't come off my neck, and I had my arms up. I kept saying, get off me, let me go. You can hear that in the video.
Have the police been to your house before?
Sir,
Have the police ever been to your house before?
the police been to my house one time. I called to report that my gun had been stolen. So the police had came to my house about it. I let the same child, one of his friends had stole my gun. I let them stay here and play the game while I was gone at work. And the boy done stole my gun. So I know the youngster. So when I called the police to report it stolen, I immediately called them. I seen the boy at the same time the police was pulling up, and I ended up with getting on the boy's tail, and the police decided that he wasn't gonna handle that situation. He was gonna handle me. And I made a complaint about that. Instead of him handling the situation, getting the boy who stole the weapon, you want to put your hands on me. And so I made a complaint about that. And like that's the only situation. I ain't had no issues with me having a problem, causing a problem with the police. All I do is I speak up about the police. Me and brother Patrick Lumumba and one of my other brothers, Roderick Webb, we speak up we are people that's in the community that if the police get sideways, we ain't scared to talk, to tell them what's going on, and, speak up.
Mm-hmm. Have you, as an individual, ever been arrested?
I've been arrested. Years ago, seriously, and it's the same thing. Like in DeSoto County, I've got pulled over and just got bam. They gave me a DUI for no reason. I didn't have no marijuana on me. I don't drink. They just gave it to me. And when I got the lawyer to fight it, he told me that, man, he'll hate to be a black man driving through DeSoto County after 12 o'clock at night. That's the only solution he gave me, and told me to take the non-adjudication on it. So that's what kind of stuff I've been arrested for. I haven't been arrested. I don't have no felonies on my record. I'm not a criminal at all, and I'm not a habitual offender of the law. So no, sir. I'm not on their radar. Not on that too.
So, in this incident that we're talking about now, they arrested you?
They kidnapped me. They didn't arrest me. They kidnapped me because he didn't tell me I was under arrest. When they shot me with their taser and told me to turn over and hollering at me, he just put me in handcuffs and took me outside and put me on my knees like it was execution style. And then while I was there waiting for them, they just sit there, and then they went and got a warrant. They went and got a warrant, and when they went and got a warrant, they took me on to jail.
What was the warrant stating?
It's a blanket warrant. The warrant was stating, I can read it off to you.
Okay.
It was saying that they had good reason to believe and do believe that certain things described are being concealed in my house.
Such as what? Does the warrant name what they thought was in your house?
No, sir. The warrant said it just said together things that are particularly described, such as photographs of exterior of residential home, any digital electronic device to include but not to be limited to cellular phones, electronic tablets, any central processing unit of any computer device located on the property, any illegal narcotic substances.
Well, all right, Mark. Let me say this. From what you're saying, and I hope you'll send me a copy of that warrant too. None of that seems to go along with the incident, and especially anything that you said tonight. The warrant doesn't sound like it fits the crime. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long did you stay in jail?
4 days.
What was the charge?
He gave me resisting arrest, um, assault on a police officer, um, possession of a controlled substance. My little marijuana in my room, in my drawer. I smoke marijuana because I'm a herbalist. I'm a vegan. I've been on the journey for a while, so I tried my best not to take medicine, and this is the only thing I do. So they went in my room and ramshacked my room and flipped my couches over, went in my attic. My food truck that's on the side of my house, I converted a school bus into a health food smoothie bus. I sell smoothies and I do health foods. And they took it and poured it.
So, all right, wait a minute. They found it. They found the marijuana where?
It was in my room. In my room, they found. It says they found several roaches, marijuana in the second bedroom. That's what they found.
All right. What was the search?
They got my food scales that I use out of the kitchen. My scales that I was using when I was trying to find out how to weigh up food and weigh up my fruit to go in my cups for my smoothie in my kitchen put up. They done went in my up under my cabinet and got my scale and confiscated it.
All right. All right. Let me bring up a couple of points. Did they ever show you the search warrant?
No, sir. They gave me the search warrant when I was finna transfer me from the city holding cell to the county jail.
So, all right. So they find marijuana in your bedroom without a search warrant.
Yes, sir. It was like 2 grams of marijuana.
Is that in their report?
That's what was in their jar.
No, but is that
in the report? It said a glass jar containing a plastic bag with green leafy substance.
isn't medical marijuana legal in Mississippi?
Yes, sir. They had a dispensary maybe 2 miles away from me.
Something is funny about this whole story, man.
Yes, sir. On the police report, let me read to you what they said on this police report about the child coming out the house. He said that I commanded Liggins to come out of the residence and announce Senatobia police. Liggins would not come out another residence. While commanding Liggins to exit the house, I smell an extremely strong odor of marijuana emitting from the residence. Chief Chandler, who had the residents to exit the house, that's a lie, so that the officers could secure the residence and obtain a search warrant. Lesure forced Liggins to exit the house from the front door, where I placed Liggins in handcuffs to detain him and they cut it off. And they said I had to get a motion of discovery to see the rest of it.
On what? On a warrant? On a police report?
On the police report.
Public police reports are public information, brother.
That's what I thought, so I requested the police report. I requested this police report. This same police report they gave to my girl about her son, because they arrested her son and sent him off to Corin juvenile detention for 4 days for this what was it? They said disturbing the peace or disorderly conduct. So he had to spend time 4 days because it was over the weekend.
Well, you have you acquired Carlos Moore out of Mississippi as your attorney. Have you sat down and talked with him as of yet?
Mr. Carlos Moore he texted me and I haven't talked to him. The retainer papers, I guess, is what it is. But I want to talk to him before I do that because I want him to know exactly what I feel and exactly what I'm going through. It ain't just money or nothing. I'm not trying to just sue these folks. These people are evil. This man is a maniac. He's psychotic, and he needs to be out of there. Put him in there are the city officials, the mayor and the board of aldermen. They are the one responsible for this atmosphere being in Senatobia. And so I want to bring light on this situation because this is what our city officials this is what they want. We have four four white aldermen, one white mayor, and one white city attorney, and one black alderman. So anything that comes through Senatobia for black people is being outvoted by white people. And it's just how it is. This is a white dominated town. So these new politicians that aldermen that's running the town, they hired this man to create this atmosphere because they allow it. They know what's going on and they allow it. So I want to bring light on this situation because they need to be held accountable because it starts at the top.
So how many black police officers do you have?
If I'm not mistaken, sir, 3. If I'm not mistaken, and one of the police officers was at the store night before last. It was sitting in the car. I went in the store. They blew the horn in me. And I thought they was messing with me. I'm like, these police messing with me. I went on in the store, and then I'm on the aisle. Okay, here come the black police that works on night force. He looks at me, and he starts shaking his head. And he said, man, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. He told me he didn't put in his 2-week notice because he didn't join up for this. And he just told me, man, he praying for me.
Was there any black police officers on the scene when this took place?
No black police officers at all, sir.
Okay.
All Caucasians.
So you had scales. Did you have marijuana scales?
No, sir. I got food scales. I still got one big scale that's in the cabinet that they didn't get. That was in the box. See, in my process, I sell herbs. I sell sea moss.
Wait a minute. You sell herbs. You sell
Yes,
marijuana?
Sir. No, sir. No marijuana.
Okay, what kind of herb? What kind of herbs you selling?
I got a business, food. My different soursop, black seed oil, oregano, lemon root, whatever herb I had, I was doing my tinctures. I was putting this stuff together. Cause see, I'm using for myself for my food truck. I got the business. This is not nothing I'm making up. You can go on my Facebook page, Herb Lesure, raw food smoothies and raw foods. And cause my thing was to try to create down here in Mississippi, a lot of people sick from eating all these fast foods, processed foods. So I knew that it wasn't a health food place down here. So during the Corona time, I've been a barber here for 30 years. So during the Corona, I tried to switch up my career and created that food truck because people weren't going into restaurants at the time. So I created this food truck to try to create another way of income for me and to try to help out around here because a lot of people sick, got diabetes and high blood pressure and all this stuff just from eating bad. And a lot of my people suffer from that, and it hurt me to see that. So that was what I was trying to do, create something to help the community, and everybody in my community was coming to me asking me when it was something about health, when it was something about if they sick or something, they'd come to me and ask me what they need to do, what they need to take, and I would make concoctions, I would make fruit water. Uh, it's in my. They got the scales on the paper where they got it from. They got it out my kitchen under my cabinet. So I don't sell drugs, sir. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a criminal. I know people want to think that, because they can't believe that this man that came in my house and did this.
So
But this is the truth. What you see is what it is. I didn't do anything to deserve.
sending a warrant of search. Now you say that they did later on, while you were in jail, present a search warrant for your house.
No, sir.
What kind of? You just got a warrant for your arrest, and not a warrant for them to go through your drawers and all that in your house.
Um, it's a warrant for a property not to be limited to sheds, outbuildings, garbage cans, buckets, trailers, recreational vehicles, and any motor vehicle created on the property.
So what did they say that they were looking for?
The house, that's who they were looking for.
Well, a search warrant. Okay, they can't just say we're just going in the house and just look around. There has to be supposedly legally.
I had no affidavit. I didn't have an affidavit to come with my search warrant. I just got these three pieces of paper with its 4 pages, uh, and it's just telling me to. It ain't telling me nothing in specific. It
Well,
ain't telling me what they. It ain't telling me what they searching for in specific.
uh, would you email me all of that tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what is your intent at this particular point?
My intent at this particular point is to try to make sure that I don't go to prison because I'm not a felon. I'm not a felon. I'm not a criminal. I've committed no crime. I was in the privacy of my home. I was cutting hair. In the back, I had a 10-year-old boy in the chair. When you seen the chief of police walk in my house, he walked in. The man that he was walking behind was so he was going back there to get that 10-year-old boy that was sitting in the chair because I was finna line him up when my girl's son came in the house and told us that the police was outside. So I had put my clippers down and because we were back there, I had put my clippers down and walked to the door. So the young child was still in the chair. So coach, he was headed back there to get the young man after this chief of police told my girl, that was my girl's daughter that you seen walking out the door because they had just got out of school. And so that was my girl's daughter. She's 11th grade walking out the house. And that was coach walking back there to get the 10-year-old boy still in the chair. And when he was walking back there to get the 10-year-old boy in the chair, that's when the chief gonna walk in, and I believe he was gonna walk in and grab him or something. But that's when all that happened, and I walked in and said, "Hey," and he came and grabbed me by my throat. Well, I still had a 10-year-old boy in the back, and Coach was just going to get them because these police was out here with their guns out with lethal force for nothing.
So, did you state to me that before you went to jail, a warrant showed up for arrest to arrest you?
Would you repeat that, sir?
Before you went to jail, did you state that they put you down and on your knees and a warrant for your arrest came?
When they took me out after they had tased me, and they had to get the stun gun hooks out of my leg. I was out there on the ground on my knees, like in execution style, for 15, 20, 30 minutes, somewhere in between there, and then they brought the warrant to come into my house.
All right, so they brought a search warrant at that point.
Yes.
All right. So what you're telling me is that when they initially tried to enter your house, they did not have a search warrant. But after they have tussled and choked you and put you in handcuffs and brought you outside, this is when a search warrant comes up.
Yes.
Okay.
They came in my house way before the search warrant was
Okay.
issued.
So after the search warrant arrived, is that when they went in and tossed your house?
I don't know because they took me to jail. No, sir. It was all the neighbors was outside with their phones recording. We got footage of everything. I got a footage of the whole situation.
So when you went to jail, Mark, when did they go in and get the marijuana out of your drawer?
After I went to jail, they came in my house. The chief came in my house and
Wait. Let's go back to this word you keep using. How did they kidnap you?
because they came here, I was in the privacy of my home. No crime had been committed. The young man that they was looking for was not even the young man the young man that they got over here was not even the young man who had committed the crime. He had nothing to do with the crime. So they come over here on that ill intent, first and foremost. Second of all, they come over here with lethal force for a non-lethal crime.
All right.
Second of all.
All right. Let's go back to this word you keep using of kidnap.
Kidnap, yes, because they took me out of my home. They didn't arrest me. They put me in handcuffs and they took me out of my home.
Mark, normally when they put you in handcuffs, you're under arrest.
You're kidnapped. I use the terminology kidnap because I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I defended my rights and my home was violated. I did nothing wrong. I was taken from my house. I was assaulted at my home. I was taken from my home without my consent. With no crime being committed, I was falsely charged on trumped up charges. Kidnapping is what they did to me.
Were your rights read?
He read me my rights in the interrogation room.
So when they put the handcuffs on you, what did they say?
Any of that. They just put me in handcuffs and put me on my knees out there. I
And
have it on. I have that on. I have that on video also.
send me everything you got, bro, because I'm trying to put all this thing together, but I'm not understanding this paperwork. Um, you you keep using this word kidnap,
Well,
and
if it makes you feel better, Mr. Thaddeus, I would say they took me to jail.
well, it don't have to make me feel better. I didn't go. Uh, but I'm saying to you, when I hear you use the word that they kidnap you, uh, it
What,
seems.
Mr. Thaddeus, could you describe a kidnapping for me? What would you consider a person, a child or a grown person getting kidnapped? How do you explain it?
Well,
If you say someone got kidnapped,
you didn't want to go, and they took you.
there it is.
Okay, but hell,
No crime was committed. I didn't commit a crime, Mr. Matthews. You seen on it on the video. I committed no crime. They wanted to talk to my girlfriend's son who had not committed a crime. They just wanted to talk to him.
what,
And they and
bro, being put in handcuffs is not kidnapping. Okay, it's just I've been stopped for speeding or whatever, and I've been placed on the back seat of a police car. I didn't want to be on the police car, but I couldn't say that I was being kidnapped. I was being restrained.
taken. I was taken not under my own will.
Okay, but they took you to jail, right?
Yes,
They didn't take you out in the woods or the forest or one of them old country ass farms. They took your ass to jail, right?
yes,
Did they fingerprint you?
no,
Oh, wait a minute. You go to jail and you didn't get fingerprint?
no.
So how did they process you in?
Man, I'm telling you, man, listen, man. The FBI they want to do. I did not get fingerprinted. I ain't get none of that. No, sir. When I went to the county jail, I didn't get fingerprinted, and I didn't get fingerprinted at the city holding cell. No, sir. Now day, now time.
And they held you for what?
4 days.
4 days. 4 days. All right. 4 days in jail. And your charges was what now? Your charges?
Assault on a police officer. Assault on a conduct. Resisting arrest.
A few times. And everybody in Memphis know me. But every time I go to jail, I have to give up my fingerprints, brother. Did they take your picture and give you a number?
Fingerprint.
Did you have to turn to the left and turn to the right?
I turned to the left. I turned to the right, but I was not fingerprinted.
Did they give you a little plate with a number on it?
They didn't give me no plate with no number on it. They just put me in the holding cell. You know, you from what you see, you got to understand and put yourself in the mind that this is not operating off of what you think it should operate off of. They are operating off of power and relationships. They don't care nothing about no law and no guidelines. They are doing what they want to do. This is how it's being done here. This is not no fairy tale. Everybody can think what they want to think, but this is what's going on right here in this town. This is how it's being ran. This is what happened to me. I ain't got no reason to lie to nobody, and I don't care what nobody believes.
Well,
I
you
have
know,
the video.
brother,
I
I'm
got
not
the video to prove it, Mr. Matthews. So
the
what I'm saying is that
the video that proves what, brother. Now, when I issues with the man walking in your house like he was at home or something, or like he was coming to get a haircut, and he already bald. Uh, but when I look at the whole story that you're telling me, okay, it may not be your hair, but it's got some hair in it. Okay, uh, especially about this warrant that didn't show up, and
let me tell you, I got proof of the warrant. I on my video when this man came into my house.
sure, we've seen that.
It was 4 minutes to 4 o'clock. It was 3:56. The warrant came in after 5 o'clock.
All right, bro. I hope that Carlos, and I will try to talk to Carlos after you. You got to retain him first, right?
Yes.
Without no money.
Well, yes. He's. I hadn't talked to him about any money or anything. He told me that he would take my case. So if I wanted to retain him as counsel. So we hadn't talked. So not this is a situation that I've never been in. I've never did anything to anyone. I'm not a criminal. I didn't do anything to deserve this. Um, um,
The biggest offense that I see, brother, the biggest offense is 2 points. Going to your house without the warrant being there. Okay? Uh, and then the second one is uh, the man putting his hands around your neck. Like he gonna choke you out, brother.
yes, sir.
So how did you get his hands from around your throat, brother?
By the grace of the Most High, and this other police officer hitting him with his stun gun.
Mm.
That's what got his hands from around my neck.
Okay. Well, when are you going to get with Carlos and sign the paperwork?
And obtain counsel or whatever I'm gonna do.
Mm. Okay. Mm. No, y'all do some fun shit down in Mississippi. I'm on the radio in Memphis, in Mississippi, and I've heard some crazy shit that goes on in the state of Mississippi. Mm. When the police came into your house, was there any drugs laying out?
No, sir. I'm a barber. I cut hair. I had a 10-year-old child in here. I had a school official in here. No drugs was in the house present. What everything was in order. It was neat. You can look on the video. My baby stuff was there. I have a 1-year-old son, and I have I have two babies that be here all the time. Two little bit. They 3 months apart, and they here all the time. I do not smoke in my house. Like don't do that. I got children in here, and I got people to come get their haircuts. So whatever they said about the marijuana, they lying.
So,
my stuff put up. In my bed, my house neat. They done went through my house and ramshacked my house and just did what they did. That did all that mess.
well, when do you, you know, your little joints or roaches that they found? When do you get a chance to smoke them?
Excuse me.
I said that your dresser or whatever. Uh, when do you get a chance to smoke them?
And it's the same time a man might get a chance to drink a beer. You drink a beer, you drink some liquor.
Okay, okay. And you get your pull off a good one. I understand, brother. I've been there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Alderman Tanksley is the only black. Have you heard from him?
Yes.
And what does he say?
He said that the police chief was all the way out of order,
Okay.
and he did everything that he did was wrong.
Okay. So what is he going to do? Is he
He
going?
took he's all he can do is speak up for me, and I mean he gonna get outvoted. Until the black community come together on issues and show representation,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't powerful and he won't be heard because he's always being outvoted by those other aldermen if they got their own issues they want to be on. So it's up to the black community to wake up and to go to these city hall meetings to see what's going on, because we weren't at the city hall meeting to even know any of these new police officers or any of the new Alderman Tanksley. He got to do a better job in communicating with the community also, and the community got to do a better job as black folks to support him. So that's what we got a thing called white code. White people stick to the code. They help each other out. So regardless of whatever fact, they gonna stick to the code around here if they do it right or wrong, and in dealing with this system. So black people got to learn to be on code with each other and help each other out and support each other instead of trying to always look and bring the next black man down
Mm-hmm.
or the black queen down. We got to come together because it's real out here. It's politics out here. These people doing these things for a reason. They coming over to our community. We call it terrorizing because they over here and they causing all this disruption and everything. Yes, it's terror to me. My children scared. This 10-year-old boy in the back of the house, he traumatized. His grandma told me he won't stop talking about it. All that for what? Did nobody get killed around here? Ain't nobody did nothing horrific to nobody. So why do you come over here with all this aggression? Let's be moral about the situation. And people act like people are insensitive to this stuff, and these people act like they don't understand that these people been lying they want to be so close to the proximity of white people and be around white people, they forget about other black issues. And all they care about is money. So until we put money to the side and start caring about each other and caring about the issues of each other, this mess will continue to happen.
Has anybody called you about calling Ben Crump? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've been receiving messages from different activists and different people telling me that they know Mr. Crump and to call this number. And they said one person said that he was a representative of Mr. Crump and to call that number. So
Let me ask you something, brother. Was that brother that called you? Was that a brother by the name of Cassio?
I would have to look in that book, sir. It wasn't. I don't think it was Cass. So I have to look in my. I wrote it in my notebook.
Well, be careful of these activists in Memphis calling you Cause see, I believe they work for bird dog fees. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See what Carlos Moore has to say and see what's going on. Okay?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, be careful of these activists. I don't call them activists. Be careful of these activists who tell you that they are connected to being crunk, cause some of them ain't connected other than, look, if I get this case for you, can I get a little something, something, okay? Okay. I mean, all that stuff to my, you got my email address. Send me that stuff and let me look at that stuff. And let me look at that warrant and let me do some research on that warrant, okay? What time is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, hell, it's time for me to get off there anyway. All right, brother. Appreciate you, brother. And if you need me, you got my personal number. Give me a call.
Thank you, Mr. Matt.
All right, thank you, man. All right. Yeah. Something that didn't hit me in that story. RJW Express, don't send Thaddeus nothing, Mark. DJW, you can suck my left nut. It's the biggest one. Suck my left nut and have you a meal, motherfucker. I didn't ask the brother for nothing. In fact, his cousin was a great friend of mine, former Memphis police officer, Mark Anthony Lesure. RJW, you go on anyway, brother. I didn't ask him to say me nothing. If I was going to get something, I'd have got it before we got on the air. It's just like when y'all mammies died and y'all want the funeral home to give y'all, you ain't got to pay right now. This show sucked badly, man. You haven't been shit since Dale left. Well, now you talking about a woman that loved me and shit. Call her right now and she'll tell you that. Shit. Ooh. Now, I bet you can call her now and she'll tell you she still love my shadow. Ooh. All right. What time is it? 8:57. Let me see if I can get this. Do this now. Let's see.
Goddamn hand off your gun. So you know how we operate. Now all you gotta do is talk to us. Get your hand off your motherfucking gun.
And then this man said he got his hands on his gun.
No,
What
I
y'all
don't
finna
like
shoot
this
us?
shit. Calm down, dog.
Everybody that comes over here runs in the house.
Ain't nobody.
Oh,
man,
you
you
cool,
cool. What the hell you doing that for?
What's going on? This is my house, dog.
Why you doing that for, man?
Put your gun
Man,
down.
you the one of the cool ones, man. Why you wanna do that?
Mark,
Put y'all
listen
guns
to me
down,
2
man.
seconds. 2
Tell
seconds.
me what's going on.
Where's Green Jacket? I know he ran in there. Don't play games.
Hey, what is a green jacket? Wasn't happening.
Green Jacket, white pants. Tell them to come out here. We'll put them up.
Hey, bring your ass out here. What the hell going on?
Come here. Come here. We can see what's going on.
Come see what's going on. See what they want with you.
We gonna see what's going on.
Shit.
Do that crazy shit. Now see what you want.
Man, y'all put these guns down, man.
He's a child. Don't you
Goddamn child.
No, don't
Wait,
go
wait,
back
no.
What you got
He's
going
a
on?
child.
Let me get
Wait,
her.
hold on.
He's a child.
Hey,
Hey,
he's
man,
a
what's
child.
going on, bro?
He's a child.
Trying to help you out.
Put your gun down. Calm the fuck down.
Put your gun down.
Let him
He's a goddamn child. Shoot your goddamn gun down, man.
Come out of the house.
Now what
Why don't you act like an adult?
Hey, man, you ain't supposed to go in there, man. Hold up, man.
Hey, come up out my house, bro. He got a gun.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Back up. Hey, man, what y'all got going on, man? What y'all doing up? What y'all ganging? That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. That's messed up. That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
Well, damn. Yeah, it like that young man, whoever was recording, that's messed up, man. Um,
Hello?
you call me. Who are you, sir?
Hey, Dad, how you doing? This Kendrick here, man. I'm from Greenville, Mississippi, bro. I was like you on my platform and just want to know what we got to do to set that up, bro.
Well, what you got going on in Greenville, Mississippi, brother?
Man, I do contracting work, man. I work all over the state, man. I mean, when we come up to as far as Tupelo, close to Memphis, but Tupelo, Horn Lake, South Haven, I do ADA work, showers, roll-in showers. You know, we just help the elderly. We make it accessible for them, handicap accessibility all over the state for MDRS.
You know I broadcast in that area, don't you?
Well, that's why we got to get together, bro. I was just watching your thing tonight, and your number came across, and I said, man, let me just try the number, see if it's a good number.
Well, what you need to do is, I sure would love to have you advertising in that area. I'm on the.
Well, man, we definitely got to link up, man. I got to come to Memphis tomorrow night. I got to pick a friend of mine up at the airport at 10. I think they flight land at 10:30, 10:45.
Oh man, I'm gonna I'm gonna call you when I get off the air. I'm gonna get off the air, and we'll talk. Okay.
Okay, brother. I'll be waiting on you.
Okay, and your name is what, brother?
Kendrick Gear.
Okay, brother Gear. You know I always talk about money now.
Hey, man. Well, money, we all talk about that.
Okay.
You can't, look, the only thing you can get for free in this world is the love from your mama and God. Everything else.
Well, sometimes you can't even get your love from your mama.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
Some of these mamas ain't loving their children, man. Shit, if they love their kids, they make sure their kids stay in the house and stay out of trouble.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I just got to tell a friend of mine, his stepson got jammed up in the murder, man, and I'm like, look, man, you know goddamn well 16, 17-year-old kid coming out with guns. Come on, bro. They need to lock all y'all ass up.
Yeah.
It ain't no explanation for no. My son, my 13-year-old boy staying right now, and we just dropped my other kids off. But I tell anybody, man, I know what they doing. I'm checking their rooms. I'm checking their phone. I'm all on their ass because I mean, it's too much they can get into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
All right, bro. Give me about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna get off this air and get in my recliner and get comfortable, and we'll talk about it. Okay.
Gear like in a car truck.
Okay. I'll give you a call in just a minute, brother.
Yes, sir. I'll be waiting on you.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Man, it's always business. If it's a new year, shit. Yes. Well, I think the show was interesting tonight. I think that was interesting. What I say to the young brother is, go back and listen to this show. Okay? This is just my advice to him. Although I only deal with a couple. You sound broke, excited about a couple dollars of advertising. Advertising is what I do. Shit. And I'm only talking about a couple dollars. Somebody say I don't make real money anymore. Well, that's you. That's you. Okay. All right. Bunny Mason, I told her I only got to suck my left nut. Why don't y'all tag team? I got a right nut that needs some attention too. Okay? We call it tea bagging. I love to tea bag you. You know how you get you some Lipton tea bag and it's full of open wide and let me drop these nuts in your mouth. Okay? Tea bags. You can call them Lipton if you want them. You ugly bitch, you. Shit. Alright, I'm finna get off. I gotta call my girl Wonder Habit, see what's going on with her. I got to make sure I call Comcast in the morning. I don't know if I gotta go get some new equipment or just all your body parts. Mm-hmm. Okay. I gotta call about my teethuses tomorrow too. Dr. Lyons. I didn't want. She probably was celebrating the New Year. Everybody was invited to the mayor's event. Money running low. How you know my money low? Damn. I wasn't going to the mayor's thing, no way. But let me say this about the mayor. Well, I'll wait and talk about it at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I have moved the 10 o'clock show on, it's about 300 feet away. I'll come back and do it right here. Let me tell you about the midday show.
Many of you were enjoying my mid-morning, midday Thaddeus Matthews show on Facebook. Well, hell, by now you know I'm in Facebook jail. Well, I'm going to move the show to my YouTube page starting Monday, January 1. YouTube page is going to be off the damn chain. And don't forget about the Thaddeus Matthews Show daily also from 7 until 9 Central Standard Time. That's Thaddeus Matthews 2 times a day. Don't miss it.